Hello and welcome back to On the Workbench. This is part 5, the final part of my 2020 Toolbox Tour series. If you missed the previous parts, I've got a playlist in the description below. And I'll put a card in the upper right hand corner if you want to go back to the previous video, which was part 4. This picks up right where part 4 left off, so let's jump into part 5 right now. And then now all those boxes you saw on the top, I have brought down. We'll go through a handful of these boxes here. So you can see some of these other sets here that keep in blow molded cases. Okay, so here we got a master rethreader kit. And this is used for rethreading or cleaning up threads on fasteners that are removed. That's available under a variety of different brand names here. Mine just happens to be Craftsman. And then we've got the OEM Tools Coolant Refill Kit here. Got another video all about this tool here specifically. And so this hooks up to your airline here, and you can pull a vacuum and then refill with your coolant system here with new coolant. Comes with a variety of adapters. All right, moving on. You set some of these aside. Next box, Lisle Master Line Stopper Set. So if you're gonna be opening up lines, you've got tools to stop them up with. Got another video about that. I've got videos about a lot of these tools. If you want to learn more about it by searching my channel, you can learn more. Next tool here. This is one that does not get a lot of use. It's a brake service set. This is more or less useful for dealing with drum brakes, as this has the spoon and has a few extra hex sockets here, the cube, feeler gauges here, retractor tools, and other specialty brake tools there. Not super useful all the time, but sometimes comes in handy. Let's see, next set here, AC. Next set here are my AC gauge manifold set for being able to check AC systems out. Works for both cars and for your house. If you're going to play with that, make sure you're safe. There's a lot you can do wrong very quickly with AC systems. Next tool here from ES. This is a relay tester. So you can plug relays into there, but then the one downside of this here is you do have to attach this to a 12-volt car battery or other 12-volt source to actually power this. I wish they had an adapter. You could just plug this into the wall without needing to connect that to an adapter. That would be my big recommendation on it, but it's easy to also check relays. You can drop these adapters into the tool to be able to fit other relay models. So that's handy for testing automotive relays. I'll close that up later. All right, next kit here, paintless dent puller kit. Snap-on doesn't put this in a blow molded case, even though I think they should. All right, so here's that Snap-on removal tool kit. A couple of these little adapters go on the end, and then this flexes to fit your body panel. Pull it back, hot glue sticks to put them on. I've just kept it in here. I don't use this thing a lot, but I've got it, and it works okay when it needs to get used. I wish it came in a blow molded case though. So we'll put that box back together. Let's see. Next set over here, my Capri brake service wind back kit. Again, for winding back calipers. This has worked well. Has both left and right hand rewind tools. Only problem with this is it does not have a 3-pin tool for Volkswagen, but I don't work on Audi Volkswagen, so that's falls into the category of not a problem for me. But that may be a problem for you. All right, so next up here is the Lisle Master Disconnect Set. So if you need to disconnect any sort of lines in your car, you've got the little specialty disconnects here. If you need to disconnect a coolant line, an oil line, a fuel line, all the tools and specialty pliers for separating the connectors, all easy in one case. So you can get to that very easily. Next up here is the Powerbilt air conditioning clutch tool set. So if you need to replace the bearing on an air conditioner clutch, we've got all the tools we need to do that. Most importantly is this tool here for being able to hold it in place while you loosen the main fasteners. This is, generally speaking, well laid out with the parts all right there. I guess I opened this up kind of backwards from how it's supposed to go, but I think you get the idea. All right, moving on. This is labeled Craftsman Professional, but this is really just a rebrand of MidiVac tool set. This is a hand vacuum gauge, which is really all I've used this for, is the vacuum pump on here. You can easily replace this tubing. Just go down to your local store and buy some tubing to be able to replace it with, but you can use this to help to bleed your brakes, and that's what I've done this for here, is for brake bleeding, a handful of other adapters. The manual says you can do a lot more with it, but basically I think of this as a brake bleeding kit. This is old Craftsman Professional, but it's basically a rebrand at MidiVac. And then the final box set that I have here is my tap and die set. This is probably the tool that I dread the most getting out. So I've got a full set here of taps and dies of various sizes. And I've at least kept the warranty card in here and some of the information. But we've got a whole set of ties of taps and dies. It comes with the thread gauges, tap wrenches. This is that's part of a time cert, I think, for repairing a spark plug thread. Again, a whole variety of tap tools all in one box. I don't think anyone's ever been excited to have to break out their tap tools, but I think they're an essential tool to have on hand. Oh, and just for the record, since this was on my table saw, the table saw is unplugged. There's the cable there, so before you get too concerned about that, yes, the saw is unplugged. I'm not going to hurt myself. And then on the side of my toolbox over here, as we wrap up, I've got a set of these thread checkers so I can verify what thread size something is before I need to tap it out, or if I need to replace a fastener or a bolt. I've got that standard and metric. And then I've got a holder here that has gloves in it that I can use to be able to quickly pull over my hands and protect my hands. Now I'm going to leave out the rest of my tools here and just try to focus on this toolbox setup here. And we'll leave it at that. If you got any other questions or comments, put it in the description below. Anything you think I should have, anything that you want to know more about, add it to the comments below. I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful weekend, or whatever day of the week that you're watching this video. And enjoy. I'll see you back here soon. Thanks. Bye.